Sometimes you get lucky. And you get to see a comedian very early in their career. So now, with an impression of a 5-year-old Jerry Seinfeld is Pat Angello. Please welcome Pat Angello.
Hello, my name is Jerry. I'm this many years old. You know, I was watching that show Sesame Street the other day. Have you seen this show? What's the deal with Snuffleupagus? There's nothing imaginary about the guy. I can see him, you can see him, we all can see him. Well, all of us, that is, except for Mr. Hooper. How is it that Mr. Hooper manages to lose his glasses every single time Snuffleupagus comes around? And how blind is the guy? I mean, there's a giant brown thing standing in front of him. It's not a house, it's not a car, it's not Oprah. What else? And Big Bird's no help. You know, you get Snuffleupagus and Mr. Hooper in the same place at the same time, Big Bird starts stuttering like Mel Tillis after a pot of coffee. Big Bird, what kind of name is Big Bird anyway? I mean, what were Frank Oz and Jim Henson smoking when they came up with the name Big Bird? Do they think we were so stupid that they had to give him a name that tells us exactly what he is? Hey Jim, I got an idea for a character. Great, Frank, what is it? It's a big bird. Fantastic, what should we call him? How about Big Bird? I think you're on to something. And so they dumbed everything down, they named everything like all the human Muppets on the show have one-word names and they always wear clothing so they don't confuse you, like Bert and Ernie. And then all the animal and monster Muppets have a name that tells you exactly what they are and they don't wear clothes. Big Bird, he's a big bird. Kermit the Frog is a frog. Cookie Monster is a monster that eats cookies. Oscar the Grouch? The guy lives in a trash can in the middle of the ghetto. Of course he's grouchy. You know, if you had to live in a trash can, you'd be a little grouchy yourself. But at least you'd be master of your domain. You ever notice that sometimes when Ernie's taking a bath, Bert is in the room with him? Not that there's anything wrong with that. Can someone explain to me Grover? I mean, did they need like a naked blue hippie? To wander around the streets, sit on the front steps of the apartment building trying to hug all the children? I'm pretty sure if there was a naked blue guy outside my apartment, my mommy wouldn't let me go outside. And I don't understand the count. Why is he laughing every time he finishes counting? Great, 5 street signs. That's not funny. If you want something funny, why don't you count the dead hookers Bob has buried in his backyard? That's funny. Maybe more in the ironic sense of the term. The show the other day was brought to you by the number 12. And I even learned how to say it in Spanish. Which is cool, because now maybe I can move that sizzling little girl Maria. But I don't know if just counting to 12 in Spanish is going to do it. Maybe I need to learn to ask her questions like, do you eat your peas one at a time? Am I sponge-worthy? You know, the show was also brought to you by the letter C. You know, it didn't do anything for me. Give me something with meat, something I can use, you know. Perhaps the letter S? Oh, I know. C is for cookie. That may be good enough for some people. But if you add the letter S, suddenly cookie becomes cookies. Well, now we're getting somewhere. Jerry likes a cookie, but Jerry really likes cookies. How many cookies would Jerry like? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Suddenly Jerry wants to go play pinball. Thanks, everyone.
Angello, he says next month, more puppets!
Yay!